vlog a little bit today. I just got home from the gym not that long ago, and I actually am gonna get some dinner in the crock pot. And it's actually a dinner I don't think that's on my meal plan. And I want to talk about that because some people would say, why have a meal plan if you're not gonna stick to it? Well, I do stick to my meal plans most of the time, but just like anybody else, things come up, or you forget to take, you know, chicken out of the freezer, whatever the case may be, or maybe you're just not in the mood for what you're supposed to make that night. I still continue to meal plan because it gives me structure. If I have, you know, it just gives me structure. Like, it gives me something to make if I kind of feel stumped. It also keeps my grocery budget better, you know, on track. But again, I don't always stick to my meal plan because, well, life happens, and sometimes we can't make the dish that we were hoping to make or we were planning to make because, again, life happens. Sometimes you end up in the McDonald's drive-thru. Sometimes you end up ordering a pizza. Sometimes you end up eating Kraft mac and cheese. You feel what I'm saying? So the reason I decided, I'm making a soup, by the way, a crock pot soup. The reason I decided to make it is I had like 1.5 pounds of Jimmy Dean sausage left that was from a previous recipe, and I had it left in my fridge. And as most of you guys know, by the time you see this video, it'll probably be hitting or already gone. Hurricane Irma is hitting Florida. So first and all over, you know, Hurricane Irma is coming up the coast. So first and foremost, I just want to say, for those of you, because I know I have a lot of viewers in Florida and places that are affected, Puerto Rico, first and foremost, I want to say, I'm praying for you all. I hope you're all safe. I hope everybody gets out fine. I'm in the Carolinas, and it's supposed to hit here, but we don't know the extent of it yet. Again, when you guys see this video, the hurricane will either be coming or gone already. So I don't know to what extent, if any, the hurricane is going to affect me. Because even though I'm in the Carolinas, I'm nowhere near the coast. I'm more near Charlotte, North Carolina, but again, we could be affected, I'm not sure. But anyways, where I was going with that is, I just want to say, everybody who's affected, I'm praying for you. Please hang in there. Please just stay safe, prepare yourselves, that kind of thing. But I wanted to use up this sausage because I already had the package open, uncooked. So I cooked it up. It's actually in the pot behind me, 1.5 pounds. I'm going to use about a little bit under 1 pound in this soup. And then the other amount that I have left is all cooked and ready. And tomorrow I'm going to make some eggy muffins, like breakfast muffins, on-the-go muffins. And I do those with sausage, veggies, and cheese. So I decided, because I already had the sausage, you know, in my fridge, it was already open, just to go ahead and use it. So yes, it is not on the meal plan, but that's okay because I'm still cooking at home. And the ultimate goal for me, whether I follow my meal plan to a T or I go off track a little bit, is to cook at home. I found, for me personally, that's the way I save the most money. That's the way it just works the best for me. It's cheaper, I enjoy it. So again, I'm just making a soup right now. I put carrots and celery in my crock pot, which I have lined. This bowl here is just leftover zucchini that's raw that I actually scooped out to make zucchini boats last week. I saved the insides that I scoop out, and it's perfect to throw in a soup like this. Again, this is just like the insides of the zucchini that I scooped out. So I'm just kind of chopping it up a little bit finer because it was in like big chunks like this. Just to throw it right in the soup, so it's perfect. I try to use the zucchini whenever I make those zucchini boats in some way, shape, or form so it doesn't go to waste. So I'm just chopping the zucchini up a little finer. But yeah, I went to the gym this morning. I've been doing a lot of cardio. I've been trying to do like 3 miles every time I go, and I've been trying to like really set like personal goals for myself as far as like times and stuff. So I'm trying to get to like a 10-minute mile. which for some of you, I know that that's a walk in the park, but that's not something that comes easy to me. Between my age and just being so out of shape, I wouldn't say so out of shape, but being not in shape, it's not easy. That's something that doesn't come easy for me. A 10-minute mile, which is like 6 miles an hour, I believe. I think it equals. Yeah, but that doesn't come easy to me. So I'm still haven't met that goal, but I'm just staying motivated to be able to get to that goal where I can do a mile in 10 minutes and then hopefully 3 miles in 30 minutes. That's the ultimate goal. That's just a personal goal for me. I know we all have different fitness goals, but it's going well. Even though I dread going to the gym, I do enjoy how it makes me feel. I think I've mentioned before, I'm not someone who's like a hardcore fitness junkie. I'm not someone who counts calories and macros and watches the scale and all that. I really just want to be fit and tone up my body a little bit, just because I'm getting older and I want to be more healthy for myself, for my family. I feel better. You know, when you look good, you feel good. So that's really how that's going. It's a really rainy day, really dark and gloomy and rainy. So I'm just, like I said, got home from the gym, decided to turn the camera on, talk to you guys while I get things done. I have the housewives going behind you guys. My TV is on like a pivot, like it's on like a, what is it called? Like a pivot thing, so I can turn the TV. I have it faced towards me. So I'm just kind of watching some housewives. I have my Young Living diffuser going at the other end of the island with some eucalyptus. I'm probably gonna light a candle. Just kind of relaxing day now that the gym is over. All right, so I've got carrot, celery, yellow pepper, some of that zucchini. I'm gonna do some onion, and then I think I'm gonna do a little red pepper. No, actually, I think I'm gonna skip the red pepper because I'm gonna add a few canned things. I'm gonna add some beans for protein. I'm gonna add, the base of this soup, guys, it's so easy. The broth, if you will, is chicken broth and marinara sauce. That's it, and it's so foolproof and so good. You can skip the meat altogether if you're a vegan or vegetarian and just do beans. Like you could do lentils or kidneys or a bunch of different beans if you are not into meat. I've done this soup with beef, with chicken, with pork, with sausage, with seafood, like I've done with shrimp. But my favorite is with the Jimmy Dean pork sausage. I freaking love that sausage, it's so good. So, again, this is just kind of an afternoon in the life of what I'd be doing if the camera wasn't even on. So I thought I would take the opportunity to talk to you guys and just see how you're doing. By the way, black hair, don't care. Back to my natural hair color, pretty much. My hair is naturally pretty much black. It's like, if it's not black, it's like the darkest of dark browns you could possibly get. So it's like very close to my natural hair color, which I love because it's low maintenance. My cousin Lauren does my hair. She has a salon in Charlotte. So she did my, my color. She cut a few, a couple inches off just to get the dead ends off. And I'm just loving the low maintenance. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this soup together. I'll give you guys a close-up look and I'll be back with you in a minute. All right, guys, so veggies are in, as you can see. So you didn't miss anything. And then I'm gonna go in first with a can of the white cannellini beans. These are my favorite beans, my favorite type of beans. So I just rinsed a can of those. I'm gonna do a very heaping tablespoon, very heaping, of minced garlic. Yum. I'm gonna do just under a pound of the sausage. And then I'm just gonna reserve some to make those egg muffins. That's roughly a pound, I would say. Okay, then I'm gonna do a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes. These definitely add heat and spice. I'm not adding salt because sausage is salty and it doesn't need it. I'm adding some black pepper for a little flavor. one of my favorite herbs of life, which is thyme. I absolutely love this stuff. I can't get enough. And I'm adding a large amount, a good amount. I love thyme. And then I'm gonna do some dried basil, a good amount of that as well. And then I'm gonna shake up a thing of chicken broth. This is a 32 ounce carton. Get that in. This is such an easy soup. Again, guys, the broth base is chicken broth and marinara sauce. Any brand you like, and then you can kind of use your imagination from there. I love making this. And then I have 3/4 of a jar of Bertolli tomato basil sauce that was in my fridge. So I'm getting that in there. You can use a full jar. I just only happen to have 3/4 of a jar left. I'm adding a little water to the jar and shaking it up so I can get every last bit. Kind of stretch it as much as I can. And then you stir it up. It's so yummy. It is just after 11 a.m. right now. I'm gonna put this on the crock pot on low, and by 5:30, 6 o'clock, it'll be done. It's gonna be so good. This soup is awesome. Whatever we don't eat tonight for dinner, I will have like as lunch, like a lunch tomorrow after the gym. So this is like my #1 go-to soup, like this kind of thing right here. It's so yummy. So, I'm just gonna set the crock pot, and this is all set. Currently very rainy and dark out. It's not hot, but it's humid. So I'm gonna make myself some lunch. I'm gonna do a couple of these Thai sweet chili veggie burgers. I love these. They're from Trader Joe's. And I know some people will think this is weird, but maybe not. I actually like them without the bun just as much as with the bun. So I'm gonna do 2 of these without the bun, and then I'm just gonna have a bunch of miscellaneous other little things with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these going. Oh, this smells so good. It's the I think I mentioned I have eucalyptus in it, and it's so soothing. And then I wanted to show you guys, let me close this door. I posted on my Instagram, but I want to give you guys like a video version of it. I got this sign at Kirkland's. It's actually much larger than it looks on camera. It's a pretty large sign, but I just loved it. I wanted something for up here, and I couldn't find anything that would fit the space just perfectly. I wanted something kind of the same length as the trimmer on the door, and I just really love it. It was so hard to photograph because of the placement. It's kind of in this awkward area, like under the stairs by the powder room, but I'm loving that. And I'm kind of like deciding, do I want to keep decorating this house or kind of quit while I'm ahead, because I mentioned in a previous vlog that we want to move possibly in the next, like, maybe, I don't know, year, 2 years, 3 years, I don't know. So I don't know, but I'm going to decorate for fall. I have to take all that stuff down, decorate for fall this weekend, but I'm loving that sign. Kirkland's, if anybody is interested, they have a bunch of stuff like this, kind of this style. Okay, are you guys ready for the weirdest, most random lunch ever? So I have 2 of the veggie burgers. I put a little bit of this Thai peanut sauce on it. I just like the flavor together. A cut up apple. I'm gonna have it's like a solo cup of the white cheddar popcorn. I have to portion my popcorn in here or I will legit eat the whole bag. And I know popcorn's not like the worst thing in the entire world, but I will really eat that whole bag. So I have a solo cup of the white cheddar. I'm gonna have 2 of these mango berry energy balls. These are really good. These are from Walmart. I'll show you what they look like. I'm sure you guys know, but they're really small, but they're really hearty. And these have, let's see, mangoes, apricot, date, goldenberry, power seeds, and coconut. It says only 2 per serving. Yeah, about 2, but I could easily eat more than that, but they are really kind of hearty. So I'm gonna have probably 3 of these, to be honest. The apple, the veggie burgers, my little cup of popcorn, and then I'm gonna fill up this with some more ice water. And that is my super random lunch today. Alright guys, so it's a little bit later. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here pretty soon because I gotta go pick Grady up from school. But I just kind of want to end it with a little chat like I usually do. And I wanted to talk about being productive. So I know we all have different scenarios. And some of us, you know, get a ton of stuff done every day. And some of us feel like we get nothing done. So, and I've kind of touched on this in other ways, in other videos, you know, throughout the course of the years I've been on YouTube. I can't stress enough, guys. Do not beat yourself up. Do not be too hard on yourself. If you are somebody that feels like you're not productive and you're not getting enough done every day, take a step back and ask yourself what the issue is, because it could be a health issue that's holding you back. It could be that maybe your kids aren't in school yet, and maybe your life is revolving around babies and toddlers and nap times and that kind of thing. Just honestly, don't be so hard on yourselves, because as women, as moms, whether your kids are babies, whether you're pregnant, whether your kids are grown, we are way too hard on ourselves. And I don't know if it's society that has done that to us. I don't know, maybe if it's our mothers. I don't know if it's other people in our lives that maybe seem to be more productive. And, you know, because we all have that friend that gets everything done all the time, always has a spotless house, their kids are perfectly behaved, they seem to have it all figured out. And maybe you are that person that your friends think about you. Whatever your case is, what I can tell you is, don't be so hard on yourself. Take a breath. If you feel like you're doing too much, take a breath, take a step back, and don't stress yourself out about it. If you have laundry piling up, if you have a sink full of dishes, your house is a disaster, that's really not something, it might be beyond your control. So my advice is, or kind of this little chat, the point of it is, don't be so hard on yourself. Make time for you, prioritize what's important and what's not. The laundry can wait, the dishes can wait. If you're not happy and you're stressed out and you're feeling overwhelmed, it's time to take a breath, take a minute, have a cup of coffee, sit for a minute, watch a TV show. Even if it's 10 minutes, figure out a way to take care of yourself first. And the rest will follow, I promise. So I'm gonna end the vlog here, guys. I know this was super random. I know you guys keep telling me that you like these super random vlogs, even though I think they're really boring. So I will continue to keep doing them. I don't know, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, something like that, whatever feels right. I've said before, I only film when it feels right and when I feel like I'm in the mood to, because I feel like if I'm forcing myself to film something, it comes across that way and it's not genuine. So I'm really only trying to pick up the camera when it feels right. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to go get Grady from school, edit this vlog sometime this week whenever I have time. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.